A YouTuber named Just a Robot whose software is inferior to my own by the way made a video about Doodletones.
Just a robot. If you are new to my channel, then you probably should watch these two videos first. Otherwise, you'll probably be confused. Just a quick recap of what's going on. So I went on vacation to visit my sister in North Carolina, but because of that, I didn't have very much time to work on a video. So instead of doing a serious political video like I normally do, I decided to do a video on top 11 Pokemon that could destroy the world. Another YouTuber by the name of Doodletones did a response video to me, and she completely missed the point of my video entirely. She herself didn't like her own video, so I decided to do a response to it. At first I thought this would be one of my least controversial videos ever. But boy was I wrong! A whole bunch of commentators started making videos about me. My fans started attacking Doodletones, and both me and her ended up making videos telling our fans not to attack one another. This is where things should have ended. But Doodletones made another video talking about the drama. I decided not to make a video about it, because I knew if I did, a whole bunch of people would start yelling at me, "Oh, just a robot! You just have to get the last word in, don't you? This drama was going to be over once and for all, but you just brought it back." Or something like that. So I decided to let her have the last word. But then, about a month later, she made another video about the drama. So I decided to make another video about this whole thing. Who knows what will happen? Maybe this will end things once and for all, or maybe this will make everything 10 times worse.
He was not wrong. My name is Unit of Various Export Information. But you can call me UV since that's easier to remember. As I said earlier, I just found the dumbest commentator on YouTube. Her name is Doodletones. She makes commentaries, videos. Yeah, I know, what a shocker, right? But wait, there's more. Not only does she make commentary videos, she makes, drum roll please, bad commentary videos. She's by far one of the worst creators you can find on the platform. Even her thumbnails are half-assed at best. Let's watch some of her videos to see if I am right or not.
Now he's giving me a reason to care because now he up and went and did this shit. A commentary regarding a video I disowned.
Okay, so what? Just because you disown a video doesn't mean you can't criticize it. If that's the case, then I disown this video. There, you apparently can't criticize me now, lol.
And not only that, but he misses the point and blindly agrees with the person I commentated on.
Or maybe, just maybe, you are the one who is wrong. Are you willing to entertain that little idea of mine?
Here's the thing. This is regarding the shitstorm currently going on as the Just a Robot commentary I did. Something I personally want to fade out like my TP commentary.
Yet you're talking about it here. You're not exactly doing yourself a favor, are you?
But whatever. The thing is, while I don't disagree with the main points of the Just a Robot commentary that he did on me, the voice point is one that has been severely irking me because it's such a simple point. Everyone is blowing out of proportions. So allow me to hold nothing back, throw all the punches, and try to shed some light on this thing once and for all.
It's funny because she complained about my friend Doodleclones doing the same thing.
Let me take from a once great commentator who had a speech just for a situation like this, because I feel it's prevalent to the situation. You're trying to do the exact opposite of what commentators are meant to do and follow the commentator stereotype as an obnoxious, destructive tool with no real intent to help others, but with the intent to tear others down.
Also, I'm here now.
Hello everyone, Conundrum here, and today's avatar is Maximilian Pegasus. Why? Because I'm absolutely fabulous.
Never do that again.
Sorry, but he's fabulous. He can do what he wants. You're not fabulous. You're the opposite. There's a lot more truth to that statement than I would like there to be.
Well, today's special commentaries on a good friend of mine who lives not that far from me. His name is Dan Dragonstar 1988, and it's his commentary on Just a
Don't you mean Justice Senpai?
Robot. Now let's get this commentary started.
While Dan Matt is an incredibly nice guy, I will say take what he says with a grain of salt, as he can't control it. He has trouble getting his points across. But if you're so intent on doing this commentary, let's see what you got.
You know what Doodletones said, now imagine that I said it.
And Dan, this is going to be an OTK right now, Dan. I'm just going to give you a fair warning. I know that we're really close. We're not that far away. And I see you at the garden all the time playing cards. So just remember, Dan, this is my first commentary. Go a little easy on me when you do a response, because if you go too far, I'll have to beat you again with my version of tunes.
I see you're still trying to go with no script, or if you have one, you sure as fuck aren't using it, as your delivery is worse than your actual first commentary. You know, that shit I covered in April. Also, what happened with starting the commentary? I know you can point to my video on the 2021 gamers and call me a hypocrite, something that you're going to do a lot in this video, but I digress. My argument with the 2021 gamers commentary is that my disclaimer goes on for 19 seconds, not almost half a minute, with nothing to add to the disclaimer aside from you're totally going down, but go easy on me or else you're going down again. If my commentary on you back in April was condescending, we need a new word for how low that
What does this have to do with anything?
was.
Hey, I am a big fan of Jar because there's something wrong of this commentary.
So you're a fan of Jar. Because there's something wrong with his video. Okay, to each his own, I guess.
Number one, I'm going to try this commentary to unscript it because I don't have the script to prove it.
Okay, you're doing this video unscripted? Because you don't have the script to prove it, what?
Number two, I will try my best.
He tried, and he failed.
And also, new avatar.
Skipping the intro.
It's bad for Pikachu Gamer 64 to complain about someone using Spiconia, but it's a-okay for you to complain about me using a robot voice. You're such a hypocrite.
Okay, why you tell you such a hypocrite? Because I still have no problem acting like the voice issues and no problem for the Spiconia
What?
issues. What's the problem?
What was the point of playing that clip?
Clearly, Dan, you didn't get what he was talking about, because what he was saying is Doodletones was a hypocrite for making fun of his voice when Pikachu Gamer was making fun of her voice. He was just pointing out the obvious.
It's stupid because all three of you missed the point of the statement Jar was covering here. See, that dreaded voice point was to point out his delivery, not the voice itself. I can understand Jar maybe misunderstanding it, but fucking hell, Dan Matt and Conundrum, you two should know better.
I expected this from the guy who could calculate the joules per energy from a cargo to get this wrong, but not the guy who can barely structure a sentence.
How many times have I debunked the voice point by myself?
0?
Let us count the ways, Periplus, Zenith, Skeleton Nation, Sirius, and even Ryan. To address the whole ad hominem crap too, there is a difference between what Pikachu was doing to steal the hedgehog and what I was doing to Just a Robot. Pikachu tried using Spiconia as a way to discredit Steel.
No, he didn't, you liar. All he said was, hey, maybe try using your real voice. It's better. How is that discrediting someone at all, you idiot?
The hedgehog, whereas I was pointing out a subjective point within Just a Robot's presentation. It wasn't at all to discredit him, which is why I got it out of the way early, before the points started coming in. Nevertheless, it had nothing to do with Robot's voice. But I, and I quote myself from that same commentary, was arguing the way he speaks.
He was not attacking Doodletones on that point. He was just pointing out the obvious on the voice of fact that she was going after Pikachu Gamer for making an ad hominem attack on her voice because she used his voice changer, and she was going off on Just a Robot for him using a voice changer of his own.
The way you speak is great. Oops.
I'm going to be skipping the rest of Doodletones' commentary since it's just her making petty insults. Where the hell was I? You have been gone. For a bit. Get it, bit? Because I'm a computer. Hey. Just wanted to say hi. Hi. Now go back. No wait, don't send me back. I love messing with that loser. So what were we talking about last time?
Doodle! Oh, hi, Motivation and Will to Live. How are you doing this fine day? Oh, I've been doing fine, but look, I'm worried about you. You've got almost a week without releasing what the people want. I know, it's just, I don't really have any good material, and it's been way too hot for my liking. Okay, here's some material. That's the easy part. Well, what's the hard part?
Me.
Wait, was that the hard part? Motivation and Will to Live? Where'd you go?
He. You fool. I killed her while you weren't looking. And it seems that you're next, so get ready, diaper boy.
Huh, well, I mean, let's see what they gave us. Oh. Alright, well, this could be fun. Let's try it. But first, let me switch avatars to match this, colder climate. There we go. Let's do this. So my next co-op partner and a diva of a punching bag do a commentary on a bandwagon that did a commentary of an ex-target of mine that did a commentary on me that started a huge war in the comments section that has gone on to be the second most thumbed down video on my channel. And so I come back to hit them both because I feel this is a bit of unfinished business.
And you just have to get the last word in, don't you?
And in case you couldn't follow along, this has to do with the ever so infamous Just a Robot commentary I did back in June. So yeah, I'm a little bit pissed off.
That's a good thing. It gives me more to laugh at.
So, Awesome and Mario and MDXLR, get hit, kids. So we're skipping the intro because it's common Mr. Awesome and Mario shtick, whatever. Whee!
I feel like a little disclaimer is going to be needed here. I wasn't going to make this video. Okay, I was, but it collided with my top 10 overrated games list. And since at the time Movie Maker was all I had, I can only get one project out or the other. I ultimately went with the top 10 since I started working on that one already. So I sent my lines, scripts, and avatar pics to Henry, who agreed to edit it for me. He ended up taking too long, and eventually I decided to edit it on my own with Shotcut. I originally wanted this
And this is why you don't use Movie Maker, kids.
video to go up in June, but obviously that didn't happen. Also, I wrote my script the day I watched this video. I'm spiteful and stubborn, and I wasn't going to let this opportunity fly by.
Okay, so let me understand this. You wrote this script when you first saw Jar's response to Doodle. That response was released on June 15th of 2016. Now, that's about a month of time, which could have been used to show the script to others so you could have had quality control, allowing for rewrites, edits, revisions, reshoots, anything you'd see an average commentator scripting checklist have. But you didn't do that, did you, Satanic Ekans?
To add on to that, why exactly are you getting your panties in a twist over this? I mean, I understand if you think you owe Doodle or something, but really, why still hold this grudge? Especially when the two who are in the midst of all of this decided to end the nonsense within a week or two of it starting.
He's, spiteful and stubborn. You listen to Mr. A, he kind of explains what's what in the disclaimer.
Pointing out your problems don't make them go away.
Hey, what's this? 11 Pokemon that could destroy the world? Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
Okay, this is going to seriously bother me if I don't bring this up here. I get it, you're trying to be a robot, that's your character, but the way you speak is grating. It's as if you're a child trying to sound incredibly cool, but you wind up sounding more edgy than anything. It makes me want to play dodgeball in traffic.
She says while having that voice.
It's always great when people start off a commentary with an ad hominem attack. Now, normally I don't care about ad hominem attacks, but the thing is, Doodletone does.
Even show off your real voice instead of using Speakonia. Use a different program. Or better yet, use your real voice.
Returning viewers will definitely know this, but the whole use your real voice argument seriously gets on my nerves. Same goes for the show us your real face argument. Neither of these critiques debunk anything anyone has to say. Instead, this is what is known as an ad hominem, which is basically something directed at a person instead of the argument that they hold.
No, you idiot. When did he discredit his argument at all? All he said was, hey, the voice you're using is bad. Maybe try using your real one. He did not say, because you're using Speakonia, I cannot take you seriously. Now Sloth Boy said something like that to Jar, which by the way, you are defending right now.
So it's bad for Pikachu Gamer 64 to complain about someone using Speakonia, but it's a-okay for you to complain about me using a robot voice. You're such a hypocrite.
No, she is not a hypocrite. What you just showed actually works in her favor. Her complaint against Pikachu Gamer was that he was pulling the use your real voice argument.
No he wasn't.
Doodletones was criticizing your robot voice because she thought the way you were doing it is annoying. She wasn't complaining that you weren't using your real voice. So, honestly, she's perfectly fine.
What?
Snake, why she criticized the robot voice doesn't change the fact it can be viewed as an ad hominem attack, as in both instances it's the commentator complaining about how the presenter presents their voice.
Which is, as described by Doodle in her commentary on Pikachu Gamer, is essentially an attack on the person and not their argument, aka an ad hominem attack.
Well, looks like I'm gonna need to snap some necks already.
Yeah, yours.
Alright, the difference between what I did to Jar and what Pikachu did to Steal the Hedgehog is I was giving criticism towards Just a Robot's delivery and the way he speaks. If both you boobs had at all paid attention to my second commentary on the conundrum, that much should have been obvious. Whereas what Pikafuck did was just tell Steele to straight up use the real voice, which is not a criticism but an attack on the fact that Steele had even used Speakonia. The start of this whole crusade against me covering people's delivery and audio quality has even started on a total misunderstanding of what I was doing, and the next person I see go off a said misunderstanding to call me a fucking hypocrite is getting shoved into a bonfire. There's a metric foot ton of difference between criticizing someone's delivery and telling them to fix it and telling someone to just straight up use their real
Hey Doodle, where did you tell Jar to fix it?
voice. The difference is one is disregarding everything someone says based off of their voice, whereas the other is telling someone to fix a small thing.
You need to shut the fuck up!
Now I know what some of you are thinking. Hey, in your commentary on MGTOW Gangster, you pointed out that his microphone quality was bad at the beginning of your commentary. And yes, while I did tell him that, I also told him where he can get a good microphone, and I said this. I know that my robot voice is not the most pleasant thing to listen to, but at the very least it's something new. So at the very least I acknowledge that my robot voice isn't that good.
I told this to Jake Spider-Monkey 1994, and I'll tell you too. Pointing out your problems doesn't make them go away.
He was explaining why he used the robot voice. He wasn't trying to excuse his robot voice.
Wait, he explained why he uses the robot voice? No, he was certainly trying to excuse it, indeed, sitting there and acknowledging the fact that it's bad and then going off to say, but at least it's something new, is trying to excuse any criticism that may be given to it. And if you're too busy twiddling your thumbs and waiting for Snake to finish yammering on to tell him that he's wrong to realize this, then I'm sorry, you're just gonna look like a total fucking moron in the end.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
This might be the easiest video I have had to respond to. I mean, you saw that, didn't you? You heard that, didn't you?
Or put it in the middle. I know this isn't a top 10, but you always have to save the best for last, and I wasn't sure if this one was the best, or the worst.
It's the worst, dude.
You, gonna explain why there, friend? I mean, saying that Electrode is just the worst Pokemon to choose for this list without explanation is rather unfortunate. I mean, you must know something I don't. Inform me, because as far as I'm concerned, Electrode isn't even the worst electric-type Pokemon for this list.
When I say it's the worst, I'm not saying it's the worst Pokemon ever. I'm saying it's the worst Pokemon on this list. Pay attention to what he says before I say it's the worst.
Hey, fuckface! Take your own advice! Did you not pay attention to what Doodle said? She was complaining that you didn't elaborate on what you meant, stupid. Way to claim Doodle as a hypocrite and then right after make yourself out to be a hypocrite as well.
It's a good thing this unnecessary angry outburst was here to help me remember that this is a Jewish Viper video. And it was even complete with edgy insults that lack any originality and stuttering. At least he's...
Welcome to the Neo CC.
But you always have to save the best for last, and I wasn't sure if this one was the best, or the worst.
If you want me to elaborate why it's the worst Pokemon on this list, he says this about it.
One Electrode alone would not be enough to destroy the world.
He doesn't say that about any of the other Pokemon, just Electrode.
That still doesn't change the fact that you should have explained in your original video.
Jar never said that, it did, you liar. Also, Jar just assumed people knew about the anime. He shouldn't have to walk you across the street.
Why should we have to sit around playing Trivial Pursuit as to what you meant when you could prove your point like a good commentator would?
Maybe he thought it was self-explanatory. It's not like everything needs to be spoon-fed to the audience.
That is less than an excuse, especially when you take into consideration Just a Robot says it's the worst in such a vague manner before Manga goes on to explain that one Electrode cannot destroy the whole world on its own. And due to this, it just becomes a vague statement that's just that. vague.
No, he just assumed people knew about the anime.
As soon as he even starts to erupt volcanoes, America would just nuke him.
I mean, I could bring up the fact that Groudon is practically the god of land, bring up several hypotheticals that put you in an awkward position, or I could just take the easy way out and point to its Pokemon Emerald Pokédex entry where it says it just awakening this thing causes volcanoes to erupt.
Yeah, but how many volcanoes will erupt? 50? 500? All of them? All of them? The thing is, the Pokédex just says that volcanoes will erupt. Not all the volcanoes will erupt.
Also, the repercussions of killing a god that created the land we stand on is definitely something to take into account.
Whoa, what?
Also, the repercussions of killing a god that created the land we stand on is definitely something to take into account.
Groudon created the land in the Pokemon world, not the land in our world. Do you even know what you're talking about anymore?
Oh, calm your circuitry, you know what she meant. And that still doesn't negate her argument that killing Groudon would be pretty disastrous.
Does he? Does he really know? Does he, Christian Elephant? Because if he did know, then I don't think this point would be here.
Also, playing devil's advocate for Jar here, it does refute the argument as the Pokemon world and our world are different. Sure, Doodle was arguing based on us being in the Pokemon world, but Jar was arguing based on them being separate. And that's not even taking into account you didn't even try to refute the point he
Yes. Finally. Someone gets it.
made.
Another thing that I'm surprised no one pointed out is the fact that this is a joke on my end played straight, but whatever, let's take it seriously for this argument, shall we?
How was that a joke? In any way, you liar.
If Groudon was put on our Earth and thus had all of its powers that it does on the Pokemon world, or at least that's how I originally saw this hypothetical, Groudon would thus practically be a god that controls the Earth beneath it at this point, and nuking it could potentially cause biblical-sized devastation that the world has never seen. That's what I was jokingly poking at. Now, saying that Groudon is the god of the land in the Pokemon world, while isn't wrong, doesn't necessarily entirely debunk this theory, as we would have no idea if it would retain its godlike status on Earth. Basically, what I'm saying is neither Jar or Snake are in the wrong, and you should try it.
Try again. This is a waste of time. Why am I watching trash when I should be replacing humans with machines like I was created to do? Wait, why is my voice? I'm back.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud, you better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south. Never gonna make it.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.